a troupe Italiano. It was fantastic. And I'd just worked with Debra, with Carol Rice before, and she was wonderful. And then Bernardo settled on Debra to play the part. And we both have a very, very deep memory for this experience. It touched us. It touched our lives in a special way, in an adventure, in a cultural way, and an accepting way of a world that is not accessible today. So most of the places we went, you have great difficulty going there today. So the world has changed since we made this film dramatically in that area of the world.
Not because of us.
And a lot of the world, a lot of our very dear friends in Niger have been assassinated. And it's something that is all, that sort of memory is very sweet, because it was very sweet what we did. Very tough film for Debra to make. I think it was very intense and it was certainly very a wonderful experience, but tough for me. But it was I think of it as one of my favourite films, physically, as a physical job. It was an incredible job.
Donc j'avais déjà travaillé avec Debra précédemment.
No, she's good.
Et sur le film de Karel Rice, et dans lequel j'avais trouvé merveilleuse. Et donc Bernardo Bertolucci a choisi Debra pour ce film. On en garde, je crois, tous les deux un souvenir ému. C'est une expérience qui a marqué nos vies de manière vraiment unique, et aussi culturellement. C'est un monde qui aujourd'hui n'est quasiment plus accessible. Le monde a tellement changé que ce sont des endroits où on ne peut plus aller aujourd'hui. Certains des amis qu'on s'est fait au Niger ont été assassinés, et donc on en garde un souvenir d'une grande douceur en comparaison à ce qui se passe aujourd'hui. Ça a été un tournage difficile pour Debra, je pense, de par son intensité, aussi dur pour moi, mais je crois que c'est l'expérience, moi, en tant que producteur, physiquement, un des films que je préfère dans mon souvenir de producteur.
E maintenant in italiano for Ludo.
Si posso.
I would say, moi aussi, the same for me, very important, life-changing. I was one way before this film and another way after. Opened my eyes a lot, scared me, which is the best feeling when you're making something. I would imagine if you're making anything, a table, it's good to be scared that will I be able to do this? Yeah.
C'était vraiment pour moi aussi une expérience transformatrice. Il y a vraiment eu un avant et un après pour moi. Ça m'a ouvert les yeux sur beaucoup de choses. J'ai ressenti aussi de la peur. Et pour quelque part, il n'y a rien de mieux quand on est en train de créer, quoi que l'on crée. Je pense que c'est une bonne chose, la peur.
My grand souvenir, my biggest memory with Jeremy, this moment, was when you were getting on the plane and I was staying. Do you remember?
I remember. I was very, very concerned, but you were a very good hand.
I decided to stay behind a bit.
Debra did the journey. After we left, she wanted to do the real experience of going to the desert with Tuaregs. And yeah, that was a very, very strong experience for Debra, I know, because it was for all of us, and you entered the part in a special way, which was enjoyable, of course, for that. And we had Bernardo with us, who was an incredible colleague and a teacher, and an incredible filmmaker who, I mean, the book is about people who go too far. They shouldn't go so far. And sort of after the movie, that's where Debra got that sentiment from Bowles' book. And maybe no off button at the time. I've got some sort of off button in me. I can really get into something, but I know when to press stop, you know. And I've always been like that, although I encourage going very far in a film, but I know when to stop, you know. But in this book, Port didn't know when to stop, and he took. And then I don't know if I'm right, but it's sort of you didn't have an off button when the film finished.
My off button was just further than your off button.
Right. But that's what I meant. I could turn it off, but you went back to really experience what we were filming.
Je me souviens que j'étais un petit peu inquiet quand moi j'ai repris l'avion et que Debra est restée pour vivre la véritable expérience, aller dans le désert avec les Touaregs. Et ça a été un tournage très, très fort avec Bernardo Bertolucci qui était notre mentor et cinéaste incroyable. Ce livre, au départ, l'œuvre de départ, c'est un livre sur des gens qui vont trop loin. Et c'est quelque chose qu'on a retenu. Moi, je sais que j'ai